But let's keep going. Joy. Happy Monday. How are you, my lady? That's right, we're in court, and we're trying to prove that Maya didn't kill somebody. And so far, we've created a possibility. And then the second person's coming.
Joy of joys!
Joy, thanks for the cheer. Thanks for using the purple, Bleed Purple. Guys, if you are on Twitch and you're wanting to cheer to a channel, make sure you use Bleed Purple as the emote. It gives 10% extra than you normally would. So she just cheered 10, but I got 11. Because math. Drink of the day is peach tea. Because it's one of the only big things from Arizona tea that has no high fructose corn syrup. Yeah, Dim, how's that been going? Phew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. Don't want a death penalty. That's actually kind of scary. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself.
But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you.
Capricious. My lady, how are you? Happy Monday. If you just tell me what Junkrat, like, sound through Discord so I don't lose it, I will find it and put it in there. Fantasia, happy Monday. Tricked? We don't trick people, we just make it happen.
That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right?
By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of heart. I know, Pearly. I remember her so much. I guess there's no escaping her, huh?
Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me.
If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you. Ooh, they could probably make it happen.
Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia?
Yeah. Do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm making her sound like a toddler. She's 8. But that's how I make the differences, I guess. All right. Woo! You used to watching this at 1.5 speed? Well, I'm still glad you came over from YouTube, Matt. Glad to know you. Court will now can reconvene. Now the first order of...
I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy.
Yes, sir, ma'am.
Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please.
Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this, but didn't exactly have a choice, you know?
Yowza! Name and occupation, please.
I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here's a violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine. That ain't fine, that's a whip. Yeah!
There is no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder.
I ain't even gotten to say my name and job yet. My name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. No, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Oh, we should have a fool counter. That's a great idea. That'd be pretty funny. Only the dog and the defendant went to the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang! We heard this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim, and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Yeah, Turtle's wanting to play it himself, which is pretty cool. Momo! How you doing, Chef Man? Happy Monday, dude. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Reckon course? Reckon course. It's short for, you reckon? Of course I did. Yeah.
Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court.
Shouldn't it be pictures? Plural? Moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. Wait a minute. Why is she on this side? Huh. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in the room. Where's the other one?
Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Clear all doubt about Maya through the examination. Just watch me, like a boss. Let's press everything. She said there was 2 pictures, right? Anyway, let's press and get some contradictions in there. Was it really only those 2 that went in?
Objection!
What are you babbling about? You were there too, were you not? Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the 2 of them?
Yes, Dr. Gray and Meyer were the only 2 that went into the room. Hold on. We can't have the defense testifying against its own client. I plead the 5th. I plead the 5th. Anyway, folks, only 2 of them went in the channeling chamber, you hear?
But you knew from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue.
Hold it!
There's 2 gunshots. Was it really a gunshot?
Objection!
Gosh, she's gonna object to everything.
Are you insane? You must have heard it as well.
Well, yes, but...
Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot?
Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. Why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now, this is where the story heats up. You know, you want to know who I got the idea how she should talk? Apple Bloom. And Applejack. So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer here broke the door down?
Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you just tell us what happened then?
Yes, Miss Martin, I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. Judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign.
What did you see once you broke in?
Waving the pistol around. Okay. Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Now, I want to press, but the thing that happened last time, if I remember correctly, was Francisca was saying she knew about the channeling technique and that, like, changes appearance. I have a picture. That's a diagram. That's a diagram. This picture. Yeah, she never saw the face. Well, that's if... I mean, there's 2 pictures. I remember she's saying she took 2 pictures, so we only have the 1 picture. I'm gonna press the door. Lana, please think back to that day one more time. What's she getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room?
I was murdered.
Click. 1 click. Lot of time like this. Times like this are perfect for snapping out photos. Anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Question mark. There was another picture. When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? Well, you see. Gosh darn. Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony. Yay, sorry. Good, this shifts things back to my... No, it doesn't.
For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber.
When they entered?
One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct?
Well, yeah, that's right.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey.
Balls.
Exactly.
She's German, not Mexican. I'm doing more of an Indian from India because I can't do German accents. And I'm just trying to make it sound like female, and it's not really working. I'm giving her an accent that I can do that sounds feminine. Just saying, my accents are not meant to be perfect. They're just meant to be different. So, you know when I'm talking as Phoenix,
As something else is going on.
are you absolutely certain of that?
Sure am. But that old witch chased us out of the room, so...
Old witch? Ouch. She mean Morgan thing?
There was no one else in that there, in there, and you know it.
The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Oh gosh, really, Fantasia? Rick Given! Man, she would give Chef Foxworthy a run for his money. Rick Given, you know? You reckon? That's a given. That took me a good look around that room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen.
Can I have a word with you, Miss Hart?
What? You got a problem?
Reckon given. I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you could stop saying such things as reckon...
Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony, or don't you?
There's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. She didn't check behind the screen, though. Also, I was...
It seems there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony.
At the time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey.
The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant.
What I can do if I just let this go?
What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say.
If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in this photo? Oh no, it lagged. We'll have to get that. Can I save it real quick? I need to save and reload. The sound is lagging. I don't know why it randomly does that. It's kind of annoying. Let me fix that. What is there? We have a piece of evidence that fixes it? Does the channeling legally change the person or no for the case? We haven't. This is like the first time it's happened where we think when she was channeling somebody that actually killed him. Is it the spirit that they were channeling's fault, or is it the channeler's fault? And do you think the bracelet is different? I think Maya wears bracelets, though. Because I thought I saw that, too, and I was wondering, is it the same thing? I think it is. I think we're still good. Also, peace. I need to find out why that lags every now and then. Why the sound gets desynced. Anyway. I mean, I could show him this, because essentially she's not that tall, but Francisca knows that this physical appearance of things doesn't change. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in the photo? Is she left-handed? No. I still don't understand why she's on this side. You could try presenting the person. I could. Let's see if, because that's what popped in my head. I want to try. Your Honor? It is possible that the person in this photo is not the defendant.
What? Know what you're proposing?
Yeah. That's just plain fool's talk. Fool? She said fool. Thanks, guys. Your show of support was just great.
Now then, Mr. Wright, prove to the court the person is not my FA.
Take that!
Here's your proof.
Objection!
Is there a problem? Oh no, I just thought I would work out my inflections. Just wondering what an objection with a twist of "you're wrong" sounds like. Balls. Guess I wasn't showing enough confidence. No, we can't. I was thinking if we could see a sleeve hole, but I can't. Like, I wanted to see her left sleeve, and I don't... You kind of see it? There's no hole there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna give up. Nothing, Your Honor. That's a very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not my FA. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument.
That's enough.
Sound like it is?
I think it's quite obvious to the court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible.
I told you. Totally. 100% impossible. The victim had the gun. Yes, Fantasia. He had brought it in. He actually bought it like 2 days ago on the black market or something like that.
Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for the witness?
Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed.
Defense? No further questions, I presume?
I couldn't protect my end. The defense... gets a blip from Mia. You can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Woo, Mia! Mamma mia! Ah! Oh, God. I didn't know when Pearl was gonna do that. Wow. Okay. Hi, what's up? What's up, Mom? I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But Pearl's... her clothes are a bit small. I noticed. Wow. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully. One more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Barely. Dr. Gray! Click. Yeah, there's 2 pictures. I want the other picture. I was murdered. 2 pictures. I want picture 2. At a time like this, sounds like this perfect, snapping up shots. Ba-bam. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle. Mia. Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully.
Now then, this court would like to end this cross-examination period.
Hold it!
Hold it! Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time.
Overruled. Afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. Cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any...
Yeah. He's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that?
But, I mean, I have some place I must go after this. I got a date. Miss Hart, give us another testimony.
Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst in the channeling chamber. She is super smug. 100% smug. Okay, you got it. See, you got through the judge somehow, right? Well, that was because Von Karma's whip got smacked. Okay. I got it. I broke into that room, and all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of that body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. I disagree.
I think sounds different from before.
I should press her on those sections.
Struggle all you like, as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting.
I'm just gonna push on everything. So what did she look like? You know, she looked almost like a different person. Perfect phrase.
She may have seemed like a different person, however, she was still Maya Fey. We've already made that point abundantly clear.
And that's true. Well then, Miss Hart, you don't happen to have anything else?
Yes. Then perhaps that body was not Dr. That's stretching. Eh? Well, I reckon that's possible.
Objection!
If the body inside that room was not of that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after the channeling? Or maybe...
Foolish fool, spouting foolish foolishness, just as I expect of a foolish fool, such as you. If that were the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is, in fact, dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it?
Sorry, Maya. Are y'all done here? Can I continue? And even knowing that, you still persist in being a paranormal photographer. That's why I'm getting out of this here business. This gal's gonna get the dirt on the stars and be a tabloid photographer from now on. She goes through jobs faster than a baby through diapers.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, would it kill you to stay on topic for a change?
Nice tag team in stereo. Guess I should be grateful it's not in 5.1. Dopey. 2, right? 2 what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots.
But only one has been submitted as evidence.
Miss Hart, where is the other picture you've been withholding? Whoa, you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. At least she knows herself.
And why have you not shown that other picture to the court yet?
Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? But Von Karma.
Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence?
Unforgivable. Yay, it's illegal! Yay! Or she says it's not actually critical. Suppressing evidence like this, you're as bad as your father. I'm gonna leave it to the judge. That's his job. I'm so mad that even my throat's clenching up. I better let the judge handle this.
Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to the court?
I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all.
How could you think?
The pictures were more or less the same, so I bother with the second. I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence.
More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that?
If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it.
Let's take a look. No hole. 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 No hole.
What is... That is... What is this picture?
It's obviously the second picture the witness took the day of the scene of the crime. It's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur.
I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey.
That's also very important.
What's the meaning of this?
This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I insist that the person in this picture is not Maya Fey? I don't think it's Maya either way. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in this picture is not Maya Fey.
I see that. Not just her face, but her whole body has taken on a different appearance.
She's a woman. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn there. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant.
Order.
Here's a question. If she changes appearances, do her fingerprints change?
I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey.
Mia, we did it!
You're too soft. You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face.
She's wagging her finger endlessly.
I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What do you mean?
Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture.
How did she get that picture?
This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitor room.
Dang. Does the beauty mark come with it too? Hold on. Yeah, beauty mark gets input. Yeah, okay, got it.
This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit.
Maya? But... Isn't this a totally different person?
Ow! She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit.
It's unbelievable that she can...
Yet it is the truth. If you look next to Mr. Phoenix right now, you'll notice that where once was a 8-year-old girl is now standing a full woman next to him, in very tight small clothing. When Miss Maya is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling.
Becoming as a person, becoming as a person.
Miss Von Karma, a word if I may. Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know that this picture is illegal. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind.
That's rude. Hey, I wanted to show you guys this evil, incriminating picture. Oh, I know it can't be evidence, but I just wanted you to see it. Saw it? Okay, cool. Yeah, I can't use this. It looks like we've been had.
I don't claim to understand this, but I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fey?
If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it'll cost me. Is there any way I can prove this person is not Maya Fey? I can. Your Honor,
Fire has returned in your eyes, I see.
this picture, within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up till now.
Contradiction?
So you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then on your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange to the court? This.
Okay, where is it exactly so I don't accidentally hit it? Oh, I can't. It is this side, pretty sure. Please direct your attention here.
To the sleeve? If there is anything odd about it.
Exactly. And that is exactly what is odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing.
Should be there? Ah.
There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well.
Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this.
Where's your health bar? All right, this should do some major damage to your argument.
Don't celebrate yet.
You like to bring down the mood, don't you, Mia?
Take a look at Miss Karma's face.
You got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again.
Tisk, tisk. Jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor, I'd like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools.
What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? Not me, right?
If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to the case.
Dang it! Technically, she's right. But if she... Well, hold on. Edgeworth got in trouble last time. Even though it was the policeman's fault. Remember? Chief Gant was like, well, the person in charge of the investigation was Edgeworth. So wouldn't the person in charge of the investigation for this one be Francisca? She's lying through her teeth. The woman knew all about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything.
But you can't prove that. Francisca von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that the detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there'll be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion.
In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in the sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after shooting, there was none.
Judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is our chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, all right?
Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor? There's only one logical explanation for the contradiction. The shooter is somebody else. This picture isn't fake. A lot of heart isn't that good. The bullet hole wasn't made later because there's only 2 shots fired, so shooter is someone else. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can only be one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether.
Nani? Order. If order is not restored, I'll suspend this trial.
Is that good or bad for us? Yeah, why me?
The defense's argument is a complete mess.
A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please, enlighten us.
A witness.
Yeah. What the heck? Is that any way to ask a gal for a favor?
Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the 2 of them when you entered the room.
Well, you know.
If you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you'll see.
Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say, I swear, I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest.
You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from?
Why is it lately all I want to do is cry?
Well, the person in this picture is not the defendant. This poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from?
That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix.
I can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. Gosh. It's like getting called by your first, middle, and last name by mom. You know you're in trouble. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this?
Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now?
To turn things around. That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change your perspective.
Phoenix?
So, where did this intruder appear from, and where did Maya disappear to? To look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true?
Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with.
I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... I think the third person was in it before. What happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber? I think it's this one or this one. But I think I have to explain it. So I would have to say... No? Before we forced our way into the channeling chamber. I fail how to see they got in either. So saying they had entered it, I'd rather it say something like was already there. We have some health, so we're going to go with both of them, I think. Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I have proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. I do? Oh, the key! You're right. Right. Let's do the key. Bam. No. I think we lost. Okay, no. What do I have? I have a guide map. I have Nagatama, newspaper clippings, folding screen. What? Oh. If Maya... no. I want to point to behind the folding screen. Let's try that. Let me first save, so I don't... like... I think we're on the right track, but I just don't have to redo much stuff. Okay, let's present another thing. I want to say... here. No. Okay, the key, we've done that. What else we got? Let's try... There was someone else in the room before murder took place. I did this one. Let's try the other map. No. Okay, I'm thinking it's something else now. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either of those could... And Maya had left the room. If I say this, do I just lose? I'm sorry, but I simply can't. You see? And the reason is quite simple, because there is no explanation. That's why.
I thought another big waste of this court's time.
Phoenix, you can't just give up like that.
But Mia,
Rethink things one more time. There has to be an explanation. I'm already perfect, so of course my conclusions are also perfect.
calm down, let's try this. Okay, it makes us go into this.
What if Mia had left
The room already. I need to prove
Let's try this. Okay, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try with those same kind of things we did. We'll start with a key. Prove that from the murder until the time of the arrest, the defendant had left the room. Aha! It was the key. We just were trying to prove it in the wrong spot. Do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey! That's the channeling chamber key, right? Before channeling started, Maya locked the front of the door from inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door? Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind, after all.
What of a kind, you say?
Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Yes? Looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession?
What do you mean?
If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her.
Agreed.
However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Why ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. Pearl saving the day! Preposterous! This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No, my perfectness. I'm not a foolish fool.
Seems you've come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, this person the defendant or not? Defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma.
How can this be?
At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible.
My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I've never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to some fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict.
It's enough. If you'd like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Smash. We got another day in the freedom of the light.